Okay, good day, no? This video is intended for my ICT 12. This will be preparation for our national competency no level 2 for TESDA. Okay, this video is will talk about yung domain, no? Usually, this is only just a review for our previous topic. Bali ngayon, yung gagawin ko is I will just show to you guys kung paano mag add ng Active Directory and DNS, no? Yun yung gagawin natin. Previous video natin, yung ginawa natin is we discuss kung paano mag-install, we overview the Windows Server 2012 and how to remove the password. Meron dyan sa that video. Just go to a playlist lang, no? Okay, first natin, since na kung wala pa kayo, hindi pa kayo nag-install ng Windows Server, just try to watch my previous video kung paano mag-install ng Windows Server. Okay, we'll move on now kung paano tayo or how to install the Active Directory domain and services. Now, first natin punta tayo sa Server Manager, no? Okay, and then punta tayo sa Manage, Add Rules and Features, and then next tayo, and then dito we have two choices, but on this part we just use the role-based or feature-based installation lang. Next. Okay, then server tool. You need to click this one. Okay, before you add roles or make some tawag ito, you will make some domain. Make sure na you need to set an IP address and static IP address in your server. Okay. Bakit, sir? Okay, later on you will see that one. Okay, I will not explain it because the more we explain, the more nakakalimutan, no? Okay, next. Okay, dito naman, we have a lot of rules, no? And every rules, they have their own character. Okay? They have their own description. Ibig sabihin, bawat isa sa kanila is may mga ginagawa or may mga bagay na ginagawa, no? Sample, we have the Active Directory Certificate Services. If you release one, is used to create certification authority and relate rules services that allow to issue and manage certificates used in a variety application, which means if you want to use certain application, you need to ask permission to the administrator. At you can give a token or a certificate. No? Baba naman tayo. Active Directory domain store information object network makes this information available to a user. A network administrator, the EDS, okay, Active Directory domain names is a domain services and use domain control to give network user access to a permitted resource anywhere on the network through a single logon process. Yung ibig sabihin nito guys is you can access once you are the part in the domain, once you have a account, you can log uh, in a certain network, no? Ibig sabihin once na from PC1 to PC2, once you are connected, once na you're connected to one network, you can use that one. Okay? As we move along, guys, we have the bottom line, the service of the service. Actually, marami to eh. But yung pinaka-bottom line muna natin, or the main core muna natin is to how to install is Active Directory Domain Services. Okay. Ano yung gamit nito? Actually, ang gamit kasi ni Active Directory Domain is just like a domain. Yes. When say domain is to clusterize. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng mga unit, i-register niya sa system or sa domain, okay? Madaling salita is just like a Facebook. Facebook is a domain, okay? We as a user, we as a fan of using Facebook, we are now try to enter the domain of Facebook. Ibig sabihin, your account is the user, then the domain is Facebook. Parang ganun lang yon. Kasi once na you are not in the domain of Facebook, obviously wala kang account. Ganun yon. You can access your Facebook anywhere, any places, as long you are connected to internet. But here naman, since we are using naman offline lang basis, which means a LAN, okay, local area network lang, walang connection na involved. But we can use naman, we can access through web naman. But that is a different topic, no? Okay, to create, no, just click active, then There's a pop-up menu, add rule features wizard, which means may mga features na ilalagay, included management, if applicable, add features, just check lang na yan. Okay, next. Okay. In this part, wala tayong ibang gagawin, just next lang. Okay, and next. Okay. Kung if you want, if you can go install now. Okay, but restart, we have in the top, we have the check button. If the restart destination server if required, which means once na yung installation ng process nito, hingi ng pag-shutdown is automatically magsa-shutdown siya. No? Okay, for my part, I will not do that one first. We do next. Okay, install na siya actually. It will take few minutes of time lang actually. But just to install. So guys, maganda kapag naka-server. Maganda yung features ni server. Yung lang, yung pinagkaiba lang sa Linux is mas yung Linux is everything what you see, what you get, parang ganon is babasa mo talaga yung pinaka source code, yung manuscript. Hindi katulad ni server is everything is put in button na lang, lahat na execute by click na lang. Okay, on this part, no, before you close, make sure you need to click this domain, promote this server to a domain controller. Ibig sabihin, gagawa na tayo ng domain system or domain name, no? Which means in the network, ito na yung bali yung maging sistema nila, no? Ito yung maging sistema. Okay. Promote server, click mo lang yan. Then, bakit ayaw? Ayun, no? Then, wait for a moment. Okay, we have three types of option. Add domain, control existing domain, add new existing forest. Okay, but here since na bago lang yung gawin nating domain, we'll use add new forest domain. Okay, that's the term has been used, no? But they are all pareho lang sila, domain din na. Root natin, sample HTC. Okay, dot local. Okay. Okay, in terms of root domain, no, ito yung maging pangalan ng sample, Facebook. Si Facebook is the domain name, no, the .com, okay? Pwede .local, it always depend on you, okay? Actually, we have a lot kasi ibang extension to. .org, .net, .com, ano ba yung mga iba? .ph, Philippines, parang gano'n, no? But on our part, since na we're using local, we use na lang HTC, no? HTC local, no? Local network lang, no? Make sure na at the end of the word, to separate the this part is you need to add some dot, no? Next lang. Okay, wait lang. Naglulod kasi. Maganda kay server is malaking storage binibigay. Okay. Okay lang. Since now we cannot make any adjustments, since na under process pa yung itong Windows na to, no? And after that one, if you want to install, hindi pa yan, okay? Dito naman tayo, type the directory service restore mode. Ibig sabihin, yung gagawin nito is, once you remove your domain, ang gustong palitan, first it will ask you some password, okay? Bali, okay, let me put this way, yung password mo sa pag-login at sa domain, pag-remove, mag-iba, okay? Mag-iba. Ibig sabihin, may password na hinihingi once you log in, may password din hinihingi kapag once na i-remove mo yung domain. Okay, later on we'll discuss that one also. Alagay ko lang admin _123. Okay, for previous video natin guys, we discussed the complexity, no? Which means dito kasi every time you enter password, it includes some complexity. Ibig sabihin, it involves letters, numbers, symbols, and caps lock, and small cap, no? Yung small letter lang, no? Okay, yung principle dito sa Active Directory sa Windows Server. Next lang. Okay, delegation DNS server cannot be created. Okay, show more if you want to read this one. Obviously, meron pa. It seems na meron na yata. Parang meron dalawa na yata 'to. Check lang natin, next na natin 'no. Mag-e-error ba 'to? Okey, kasi kanina actually gumawa kanina, eh. Tinry ko muna bago i-vlog, to make sure lang. So okey naman pala. Okey, ito, and next lang. Usually 'pag usually based on my experience 'no, 'pag merong same name or same domain, it will add 2. If not, if not, if not, if not, if not, if not mistaken 'no. Okey, just wait lang. Ano yung kuwan. Bale yung mangyayari dito instead ko if you log in dati, ano to ba 'to? No, ayun. Install lang muna natin 'to 'no, habang naghihintay. Okay. Since dati once you log in, yung administrator at password yun yung actually yun yung lumalabas. Pero once na meron ng domain, yung nangyayari, ito yung ito na, normal setup. Ito naman yung htc.local slash oops no slash ayun slash administrator. Ito naman yung may domain setup no, domain setup. Okay, yun na, nag-restart na. Okay, di pa ako yun, ito na yung administrator setup natin. Ito na yung normal setup natin. Mas naka-domain na, ito na yung nangyayari. Titingnan natin. Then later on naman, yung pinapakita ko lang muna, yung pag-install muna ng Active Directory. Okay? Then sunod naman is paano mag-configure ng yung Active Directory. No? Yung gagawa ng client. Just right. By the way, I'm using VirtualBox, no? But at least I can do some on-screen recording. By the way, if you notice na parang maganda yung boses or parang buo, no? Parang solid yung labas ng audio is I already purchased some microphone na kasi dati ginagamit ko yung headset lang yung sa shop. Kaya ganun. Ngayon, I hope it's on you is clear and loud and clear. No? But on my based on my gun, okay naman siya. Okay. If you notice, it takes few minutes of time to boot up, no? Parang because meron kasing patagal kasi ng patagal, pabigat ng pabigat kasi yan eh. Kasi the more rules you include, ayun, marami na siyang pinoproseso every time kasi at the back of your server, lahat ng mga rules na if you are familiar with all of those rules, then ginamit mo lahat. If you need all of them, then yun yung cost. Ayun yung kasi pabigat kasi kaya that's why yung server talaga is server hindi ginagamit because yung server is intended for processing part. Okay, but if you have a higher spec of your computer, hindi ka ma-experience ng ganyan, but hindi actually in terms of processing. Okay, mabilis kasi hindi ko na ito po-post kasi few minutes naman lang, you know. Pag sinabing R, is revised to, no? Windows Server 2012. We are using 2012. Bakit 12? Actually, yung mga previous 10 at mga bago in terms of security kasi. Kasi ngayon, what I'm trying 2012 is I use all of those 8, 12, 16, 19 yata yung bago ba yan. And then, based on my experience in terms of boot up, doon na sila nagkakatalo. Kasi pabigat ka habang pataas na ng version, pabigat na pabigat. At unlike sa Windows 12 is, we just put lang parang Windows 7, yung boot up setup, yung startup niya, mabilis. But on our case ngayon is, if you notice, parang sabi sir, pabilis, bakit hindi? Please wait. Since na we are using a virtual box, yun, nagsishare kasi siya ng mga ah, hard drive ay yung mga hard drive nila, no? From processor to memory, from the down storage, yun. Yun kasi yung pinaka na part doon. Actually, in terms of industry, ah, marami, maraming mga kumpanya din kumukuha ng, if you are familiar with this kind of call center mostly, meron na silang mga rack, parang ganun. Mas maganda yung kasi gamitin server eh. It's maybe from 5 years to 10 years from now, yung pinaka high speed is you know how to manipulate the data using server, parang ganun. Once na you are in the server side, in the administrator side, mostly you will encounter programming also. Okay, are user, okay, will not, you just ignore this one. Okay, punta tayo sa, yun. If, itong sinabi ko kanina, ito, HTC na siya. Okay, ito yung, dito ito papasok. Kasi dati, wala to eh. Wala to. Ngayon meron ng HTC. Ibig sabihin, may domain na. Okay, papasok tayo. Admin underscore. Okay. Oh, sir, bakit kanina inilagay mo, sabi mo, yung pag-remove ng rules, ng domain is mag-iba yung, actually kasi yung ginawa ko is para hindi ako malito, ginamit ko yung same password, password na pag-login at password na pag-remove ng active domain, no? Active Directory Domain System. Well, isa lang ginamit ko. For some reason na para hindi makalimutan, di ba, gano'n. No? But based on the practice in the industry, dapat mag-iba yun eh. Mag-iba yun dapat. Okay. Yun. Ito na. Ito na yung naka-install. Oh. Just wait. Mag-notify pa naman dito yan. Eh. Ba? Wala na yata. No? Ito na yung tingnan natin sa manage. Add rules. Actually, makita naman ninyo. Okay, next. 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 Ito na. Bali, dalawa na. Active Directory Domain Services and DNS or Domain Name System Server. Sir, di ba ang ginawa mo is yung active lang? Tapos, bakit merong DNS? Okay, yung explanation is ganito. Once nag-install ka ng domain, that this is the storage of your client. Okay? To able to enter the client in a certain, and then your domain, you need DNS. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ito silang dalawa connected. Okay? Yung DNS natin is yung HTC, then the user where it will created dito sa Active Directory Domain Services. Dito lahat ng user gagawin. Okay? DNS, babasahin natin, description, we discuss this one. Read that one. Sa domain DNS naman, domain name system server provide name of resolution of TCP, IP, network. DNS server is easier to manage when it is installed on the same server Active Directory, which means they are connected. Okay, they are one encircled. Okay, in terms naman sa DNS, na actually yung why DNS, we'll discuss that later on para hindi na malito. Ito lang muna, no? Ito yung reason, no? Next, yun. We will not do that one anymore. Check natin yung my computer. Okay, window E. Then properties to check our domain. Ito na yung domain, htc.local. Pwede naman makita natin ito dito sa local server. No? Ito yung pinaka parang table menu. Computer name, server 2012, domain, and what we did last time. Ito yung mga KIF natin, di ba? Just remember this one. Okay, ito yung bali, once na gusto mo itong mag-add ka ng user, punta tayo sa Active Directory Tools, and ito yung ito. Yun. At punta ko sa desktop para madaling mahanap. View, large icon. Ito siya. Kailang. Ayun. Ito na yung gagawin. Dito na yung i-store natin yung client that will be for our next video. Okay? Thank you.